would you steal from the Louvre?
Yes, the automated process that they designed.
Yeah, of course. Of course, what? How do you think they got their artifacts, their art? You think they got it through non-nefarious means? Come on. Stealing from the Louvre isn't wrong. What? They stole it. They stole everything they got, bruh. That's how they got it.
Like, what is this? So they stole it, so I could steal it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. What?
From you? Like, how does this even work?
No, will increase shrink, right?
Yeah, man. How is that wrong? How is that wrong? Like, if I steal someone's car, and then someone steals it from me, did I get my car stolen? I don't think so. It's J-Star. We're back at it again. Back on my bullshit. Alright, today we're watching more Asmongold. He just made a video about Hasan, okay? And I haven't seen Asmongold make a video about Hasan in a while. I'm used to seeing the Asmongold stands, the Asmongold orbiters. They make videos about Hasan, but not usually Mr. Asmon himself, Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold himself. Let's see.
He's really been having a bad time lately, huh?
Really?
This is just atrocious.
Because that's not what I've seen. I've seen Hasan's been having a great time, bro, because of the redistricting stuff. I mean, that was awesome. We're loving it.
I was glad to see many Democrats going online saying, we don't want this guy.
Anybody else see that?
The other thing is just, I'm sorry, I look at this guy and it's like the thing that sort of made him percolate up outside of his own entity was the fact that
and actually, the only arguably bad shit that's going on with Hasan is all the coverage he's been getting on Fox. Like, they keep making hit pieces about him, when in reality they're really just playing his greatest hits. Like, it reminds me of like when CNN was showing clips of Trump in the lead up to the election, and they were like, oh yeah, we're cooking him. And literally they just played like his best hits, bro. They just played his greatest hits.
using his dog on an internet stream.
I get this.
Like, they accidentally glazed him.
Remember
is
that?
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shot collar.
Yeah, and
They all know about it. That's the
Got
main
him.
How is it that that's the one thing everybody knows you for?
You're not a fan.
Because you guys haven't shut up about it for
At the
months.
speak any moment now at the White House. We are told that will be about healthcare.
Yeah.
Just after a major
That's so funny.
rules on marijuana. We're gonna have that for you
Oh,
next.
that's so funny. They had to cut it off. They
Yeah.
had to cut it. That is, for the record, this right here is quite literally the
What is it?
This right here is the straight news coverage. Okay?
What?
This is the second time today. Expect primetime host to follow suit later today. Yeah.
Here's the reason why Collargate matters. And I think a lot of people, nobody's ever really saying this.
It matters because you make it matter. Okay, nobody would care. Nobody would talk about this shit. We would have moved on months ago if you guys weren't constantly bringing it up. That's it. Like, you, but all the VTuber brigade, right? The Nazi VTuber coalition. You guys are constantly like, oh, he shocks his dog. He shocks his dog. I didn't say that.
It
Oh.
matters because it shows that if it's true, it's an indicator of a fundamentally non-American, non-Western value on a very, very deep moral level. The way that a lot of other cultures treat dogs is vastly different than the way American culture treats dogs. Seeing somebody do that to a dog is culture shock. And I think that the reason why it was so viral, I mean, besides the fact he tried to hide it and cover it up, etc., is that it is like a direct frame indicator that this person is, on a very profound level, culturally un-American. That's a big reason why. I think it is.
He's doing the Muslims beat dogs thing. He's doing the Muslims hate dogs bit. Yeah, oh yeah, Muslims, they love torturing cute little animals. That's what they like doing.
Values.
Yeah,
and
man.
And that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of people talked about it.
Fucking piece of
sure,
shit.
right? You can say that, and he can say, like, I love the dog. I think Hasan probably takes good care of the dog, right? I'm not saying he's abusing his dog. I'm not even saying that. But I'm saying, like, you see that.
That is what you're saying. What do you mean? What? Why do you do this, man? Why does that... Only Asmongold does this, where he's like, he'll say one thing, and then literally, like 2 seconds later, literally, he'll be like, actually... That's so dumb. That's the dumbest thing anyone has ever said, bro, what I just said.
It's obvious how people come to that conclusion. It's
like,
obvious.
at least wait a few minutes.
It's the same thing with the dog. They're not seeing that. They didn't see that. It's hard to claim moral superiority. It's loud for the smartest dudes alive now. What is this here? No. Palmer Lucky. I know everyone is busy talking about the New York Times interviewer smiling and nodding enthusiastically as Hassan Piker says the murder of Brian Thompson is understandable because he was guilty of social murder, but I want to focus on him electrocuting. He knows, bro. Everybody knows about this. Everybody knows. It's...
Hold on, I don't... Okay, it's a tweet from someone named Palmer Lucky. I don't think I've heard of this person. My bad, I'm out of the loop. He said, I will donate $100,000 to Hassan fundraising campaign for early prisoner release if he allows iFixit to tear apart the collar of his dog he's been wearing on Twitch. Verify it isn't a shock collar. Okay. Kind of a lame joke. But alright, I know everyone is busy talking about the MIT interviewer smiling and nodding enthusiastically as Hassan says the murder of Brian Thompson is understandable because he was guilty of social murder. But I want to focus on him electrocuting dogs. I mean, that's true. Like, how can you say that it's not an understandable murder? That's crazy to me. Like, I'm not saying murder is okay, you know, and obviously Hassan wasn't saying that, but it's certainly understandable. Yeah, like it's very like there are some murders, right? Like serial killers, I don't understand them. Okay, I feel like I don't. You know, maybe like, yeah, you can make me talk to a psychiatrist or whatever, and they'll tell me like, oh, well, psychopaths, they like don't feel human emotion, and I'm just like, I can't relate to that. I be feeling human or maybe that's not what they would say, but like whatever they say, I probably just like it doesn't make sense to me. Okay, but murdering a healthcare CEO, I understand that, you know, like I might not agree with it, okay, but I certainly understand where the guy was coming from. Okay, whoever murdered him, I'm not saying, I'm not naming names. Okay, you don't know it was him. You don't know. Might not be. But like, I understand like gamers that have you ever heard those stories about like the gamers that like they like track down one of their opponents and they go to their house and they kill them, right? Like I understand that. I don't agree with it. Okay, but like, dude, I'm telling you, okay, those guys, they're onto something. Okay, like I'm kidding, okay, but like, I think you get my point. Like, I can understand where the people doing those murders, I can understand them. You know, I can't understand all murder. All right, but that I can't understand. That's my point.
Isn't that the guy that shot his dog? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes. It's his legacy. It is. It's his legacy.
Oh yeah. Also, the second part about that quote, Brian Thompson, the late United Healthcare CEO, he did commit social murder. Okay, it's not like he pulled a trigger and shot a bullet out of a gun, killing people, but he wrote words on paper that killed people. Okay, that is a form of murder. Okay, that is direct murder. It is. Words on paper which lead to action which ends in people dying intentionally. The intentional killing of a human being with forethought. Okay, that's murder. That's a form of murder. It may not be recognized by our judicial system, but it is. It meets the definition of murder. That's why it's social murder.
Oh no. Oh my fucking god. I have poor my fucking dog. Oh my god. Shocked his dog. The best part is this particular incident inspired people to go back through his streams and find dozens more. The dog just caught its nail on something and all the people disappeared instantly. So he even knows the background. Oh, I went back to the basics. Criticizing what he does on Twitch was true back then when only terminally online gamers cared about him, and it remains to today. He knows the lore. Yeah, I mean, this guy, he's a real one, man. He is. And I like him. Wow. Yeah, stuck 100 bridges. Yeah, bro. As I said, you know, go to 100 political rallies and you shock one dog. You're not a political activist. You're a dog zapper. That's it. Oh my fucking god. And respectively, what should be illegal? I know. And yeah.
Translation of that tweet, by the way, is I have no valid arguments against what Hasan says rhetorically, so I'm just gonna call him a dog shot.
I should be free. It was really crazy. Like, he probably lost like 100,000 followers over that. It is fucking insane. And let me go back. I'll look at this later on, but let me finish this off because there were some more of these that happened too. The Whole Foods. This is embarrassing. It's honestly like one of the most embarrassing interviews that like he's ever done. It's so sad. You can watch it. Y'all ready? You're not.
Currency scheme that people are engaging in.
Would you steal from Whole Foods?
You want to go first? Well, I'm pro stealing from big corporations because you know they steal quite a bit more from their own workers.
You can't
however,
do
one thing
that.
might even help your ethical dilemma. Is the fact that
you can't steal from
If somebody
corporations.
got into Hasan's account and they said that, you know, well, we're gonna try to hack into your account and then have the money from this corporation of Amazon go to us instead of you, I think that he would be upset about that. But they would be stealing from a big corporation. I think that
No, they'd be stealing from him, an individual. What? What, you think they'd be stealing from Amazon? No, man, if the money is directed to Hasan and it goes into someone else, what a fucking dude, how do people that watch Asmon not fucking... I don't know, man. It's so dumb. It's just so obviously wrong.
This is so cringe. Yeah.
Automated process that they designed, these companies know will increase shrink, right?
Yes.
So it's actually
That's
factored.
true.
The lemons that you stole are factored into the bottom line of these mega corporations, regardless, and they still end fast and free buses and also government-owned storefronts. And
if you steal from a store, he's right. It gets socialized. Okay, like the lemons that you steal, everybody else ends up having to pay for anyway. So it's kind of like a form of welfare. You know, it's a really fucked up form of welfare, though. Because if you get caught, you go to prison, right? You get a case.
Two of those policies.
Go to fucking prison for lemons.
Because that's the one I want to talk about.
This beautiful city is
prison for
currently working on.
lemons.
Would you encourage stealing the same way from a Mamdani-run city-owned grocery store?
No, yeah, I remember. Okay, I did see this whole clip. I thought there was more to it than that, but maybe not. Let me go. I'll even watch the Destiny. I'll even let me see if I find it. It's on your Reddit. I don't know if it is or not. Let me see.
I can't with young people today. Like, it's one thing if you like can't afford food or something.
Uh-oh.
But when it's all these like decently wealthy yuppies that are like, it's like their form of protest. Like, I'm gonna shoplift. Why? What are you doing?
Share your Netflix password.
I do.
I also do. Well,
With anyone.
For the longest time, I actually had someone else's Netflix password. That was my primary access to Netflix.
I don't know, man. It's not really stupid. Or maybe it is stupid. But it's certainly not morally wrong. It's a fucking corporation. Oh no, you stole a Lego set. The social fabric. Oh, it's disintegrating.
You get around to paywall an article you're trying to read.
This is like the most bougie fucking, like, also, God, the Riz. I wonder if he actually tries to time, like, I'll wake up 20 minutes before this interview so my voice can be as low as possible.
Would you steal a book from the library?
Never.
The yes for the museum thing. All of this, you can just draw this on like the most slot lines.
Yep.
Wait, did he say yes? If they say yes, it's going to be because they have everything because of imperialism. So you should actually steal from every Western museum ever because imperialism.
No.
Would you steal from the Louvre?
Yes, the automated process that they designed.
Yeah, of course. Of course, what? How do you think they got their artifacts, their art? You think they got it through non-nefarious means? Come on, stealing from the Louvre isn't wrong. What? They stole it. They stole everything they got, bruh. That's how they got it.
Like, what is this? So they stole it, so I could steal it.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
From you? Like, how does this even work?
No, will increase shrink, right?
Yeah, man. How is that wrong? How is that wrong? Like, if I steal someone's car, and then someone steals it from me, did I get my car stolen? I don't think so. I don't.
So it's
that's crazy.
Why do they say shit like this? Like, it's just so obviously not true. Like, is some amount of loss factored into everything these start to do? Yes. But if everybody starts stealing,
it's gonna go up.
Then obviously that number.
If everybody starts stealing, what a fucking brain dead argument, bro. You know what's gonna happen if everyone starts stealing? You know what's gonna happen? Fucking nothing. Nothing. They're not gonna do fucking diddly squat about it. Will they increase prices marginally? Yeah, they'll try to recoup some of the cost. But, like, dude, these corporations are profiting off of us so massively, and they're already factoring in the little bit of theft that's going on. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They don't care. We can all storm in and steal everything. Like, when a Walmart gets looted during a riot, which happens seldomly. Okay, it does happen, though. It has happened in over the many years that Walmart has been operating. Like a handful of stores have gotten looted. And do you know what it did to Walmart? That's right. Oh, that's right. Fucking nothing. Wow. Wow, that's so crazy.
And that's not going to be factored in. Places are going to close.
Exactly.
Like, it's so crazy that these cringe fucks, they never shop at these.
It's going to
close.
They
never have to deal with the ramifications.
Yeah, bro.
Like, this is why when you go to certain stores, like, everything's behind a fucking lock now, and it's just going to lead to more
exactly what I fucking... Yeah, see?
Don't play by the rules. It is, we live in a society where
that's why.
where...
That's why. It's definitely not to create an atmosphere of like, oh, we're trying to protect our goods because people just keep stealing and we just have to do this. We have to lock up the detergent and the diapers.
The top 1%
we have
holds
to.
32% of the net worth, and the bottom 50%
cool.
holds 2.5%.
Like, bruh, Hassan, you are that 0.001%. Like, does he not realize this? Like, how is he sitting here having this conversation?
Oh, yeah, they're so bad. They're so bad.
No, he does realize that, but 0.001%? No, he's not. No, are you talking about, like... Are you talking about, like, national average income? Nah. Hassan, 0.001%. That's way hyperbolic. He's maybe in the 1%. Now, globally, 0.001%, maybe. Maybe I don't know. Because how many... Because you would be saying that he's like 1 in 700 million, right? There's like only 700 million people richer than him. I don't know. It's hard to say. That's just
Christ.
off the top of my head.
You are the rich bro. Your family is the rich bro.
No.
Social contract is broken, and then there's also the slippery slope of
Yeah. Famously, Hassan is always like, I'm so poor. I'm so poor, bro. I have no money. Everybody, please help me.
Anymore. And I wonder where you see the interplay of those two ideas.
Right.
Well, the rules are already designed in a way where
rich people don't play by the rules, and they never did. You're right that she's wrong. It's just that that you're wrong too, most likely. Although I'm assuming what you're thinking. Okay, but obviously, rich people don't play by the rules.
From the poor, you become rich. If you steal from the wealthy, you go to prison. So
true.
There's only one.
That was so deep, dude. Oh my god, that was so fucking deep.
It's so stupid.
You know, it may be I'm 14 and this is deep. I'm not even gonna argue with that, cause like it kind of is. It's kind of like an obvious thing, like, oh, you don't say, but it's true. It's true though. What's wrong about it? What is incorrect about that statement? If you steal from poor people, you either become rich or you get killed. Okay, poor people kill you. Okay, if you steal from rich people, they lock you away forever. Or they kill you.
Fucking stupid. I don't know how anybody thinks like this. Oh my god. And yeah, 7th grade logic. Yeah, this is like something I read. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let me see if I can find this. And oh yeah, I just wanted to put this whole thing into a single image because it was so funny. Israel lover wants another Israel critic murdered. What else is new? What the fuck does Israel have to do with it? What did Israel do? Okay, so this is the Ouija thing. Okay, let me pull this up.
Huh?
Engels.
Wait, hold on.
What the fuck does Israel
I wasn't paying
wants
attention.
another Israel
Polymath. Applying to Max Nordau. If someone kills Hassan Piker, I won't support it, but I'll understand it because Hassan Piker is guilty of stochastic terrorism. Okay, I don't know who Max is, but that's what they tweeted, and yeah, that if they're an Israel supporter, that is an extremely hypocritical statement, obviously, because Israel is a terror cell. Obviously.
And oh yeah, I just wanted to put this whole thing into a single image because it was so funny. Israel lover wants another Israel critic murdered. What else is new? What the fuck does Israel have to do with it? What did Israel do? Okay, so this is the Ouija thing. Okay, let me pull this up.
Engels wrote.
All right, here we go. This is the other one I was gonna watch.
Engels wrote about the concept of social murder, and Brian Thompson, as the United Healthcare CEO, was engaging in a tremendous amount of social murder, the systematized forms of violence, the structural violence of poverty, the for-profit paywalled.
See, what happens when somebody thinks that Hassan is doing that when he's protecting people that are advocating for jihad? See, this is the reason why this system doesn't actually work. It's because when you apply it in a real situation, you realize that if you had everybody operating off of this, the whole world would be chaos. Like, because everybody is going to have a different definition of what social murder is. Like, for example, if you think that if you normalize...
No, you don't get to make that argument. Words have meaning. Okay, what Brian Thompson did was social murder. Here's why. Murder is defined as the intentional, unlawful killing of another human being. That's it. No, I should say another human person. Otherwise, abortion would be murder, which it's not. Okay. Brian Thompson signed a piece of paper that intentionally, unlawfully killed a bunch of people. That's it. It's social murder. He may have just signed a piece of paper, but he intentionally killed a bunch of people.
The concept of social murder. That means that, well, now if people aren't giving you food at a store and aren't allowing you to pay for your food, or
and the courts might not see it that way, but me and them just disagree.
Now they are kind of killing you because they're depriving you of nutrition. So in that same reasoning, you can come to the conclusion that it's okay to kill them. That's the problem.
No, because the United Healthcare, they weren't just lacking in healthcare, and they just didn't have any to give. They intentionally stopped people from getting healthcare for money using AI. That's what they did, Asmon. They aren't like a grocery store that ran out of food. They intentionally stopped people from getting healthcare when they knew it was wrong.
System of healthcare in this country, and the consequences of that are tremendous amounts of pain, tremendous amounts of violence, tremendous amounts of deaths. And that was a fascinating story for me, because America's very draconian about crime and punishment. They're very black and white on this issue. And yet, because of the pervasive pain that the private healthcare system had created for the average American, I saw so many people immediately understand why this death had taken place.
Again, the problem with this is that the moment that you normalize political violence, you allow it for also yourself. This is the problem.
Okay, it's not normalizing. It's not. Nobody is saying it's normal. Actually, we're saying the opposite. It's weird. It's weird that, wow, a man was murdered on the street and millions celebrated. Yeah, how normal. Wow, that's so normal, bro. Wow. Well, yeah, nobody's saying that. Okay, in fact, we're saying that it's really fucking weird that happened and that people are celebrating it. So then the question is, why did it happen? And why are people celebrating it? Wow, oh, whoa.
I don't want to have any political violence. I don't want to have anybody advocating for shooting people in public. Because here's the actual...
Yeah, Hassan is like, oh yeah, it's so awesome that they shot that guy in public. Yeah, based. Yeah, kind of like how, what, Asmon, what about the death of Renee Good? Remember that? What did you have to say about that? Remember that? You know, when an innocent woman was brutally executed in broad daylight for no reason, and you tried to justify it by lying and saying that she was trying to run the cop over when she obviously wasn't doing that.
Actual result of what happened with Luigi. Luigi shot a guy in the back, and he killed him. United Healthcare is continuing on as a company. A new CEO is probably taking his place by now, and the company is probably operating about the same. And maybe the new CEO has... Is that what they're doing? Okay, Asmon. All right. That's it. So it didn't even accomplish anything, really. Understandable and justifiable are the same thing. Well, and the thing is, what is this here? Oh yeah, this is what I just saw before.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you're just gonna ignore that. Like, Hassan never said it was justified. Okay, murdering a person like that is obviously unjustifiable. He didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can come up with an explanation for why it's okay to kill somebody else if they're crazy. Like, this is the problem, is that the moment that you create a system where people feel like there are some acceptable forms of vigilante justice, what happens is that everybody now defines it in a different way, and everything is chaos. You can't have a world that works that way. You can't do this. Look at the United Healthcare stock. They're killing it. Yeah, how's United Healthcare doing? Let me see here. United Healthcare. Oh, apparently I looked it up at some other point. So 5 years ago, let's see here. Wait, no, it went down. It went down massively. Is this whenever the shooting happened? I actually don't know when the shooting happened. I have no idea. Yeah, it went down massively. Policy changes? I have no idea about that. The shooting happened on December 4th. Oh. Yeah, it went down a bit after that too, but it was also up really high. Like, it's kind of hard to say. So yeah, okay, apparently this was something else that had happened. So yeah, because Trump cut Medicaid, they get less money. I see. Okay, that makes more sense. And yeah, I didn't even know that. All right, good. Like many social justice activists, and again, the problem with leftivism is lost. It's not about the working class opening the ports, about the violent destruction of anything, and anyone can be an enemy of their ideology. I think that also, like, whenever you greenlight any form of political violent extremism, you will have this happen, like, to people that you agree with, like, and it will. Like Charlie Kirk obviously was one example of it happening to somebody on, and I can almost guarantee you that when some left-wing person gets shot, a lot of right-wing people aren't going to go out and say how sorry they are. They're not. And why is that? It's because all the left-wing people decided to make Charlie Kirk into a meme and rationalize why it was okay to shoot.
Charlie Kirk was a vile racist. What do you mean? Like, yeah, a lot of people, like, celebrated it, okay, distastefully. Yeah, I don't agree with that, okay, but still, though, but he was a vile racist, though.
That's what it was. Trump did more damage to this
He
world
said
than Luigi.
prowling
Yeah, of course he did.
blacks.
Obviously, it's because Luigi didn't
go
really do
after
anything.
white
He's gonna go to
people.
jail, and that's going to be it, right? There's
all
nothing-
over America.
There's nothing that matters, right? Supports terrorists, who's not supporting political violence. Exactly. And so this is the problem, is that I think that Hassan should be very careful, like, making statements like this, especially as like a public figure, because people will see these statements and they'll probably view this as like a green light for people to harass him or annoy him or something like that. And I think that any form of political violence...
You did that! You literally did that! What do you mean? Like, the last person that harassed him on stream, right? You're pearl clutchy, you're pearl clutchy. Yeah, I know, the guy didn't do anything crazy. Okay, but when that happened, and when things like that do happen, sometimes it does get crazy. What did you do, Asmund? You said it was clip of the year. You said it was clip of the year, dog. What do you mean?
Like that should be resolved with a legal dispute. And I think
yo, greenlighting harassment is so wrong. Also, Asmongold, oh, dude, this is the funniest clip of the year.
He did do what he did, and nothing happened. So yeah, it's just embarrassing. And what you said about oppressing people, it's going to hurt you. I see the same thing with political violence. I think that we need to be a lot more aggressive with suppressing political violence and political violent speech. I do. I think that we need to be way, way harsher on this, and I don't know why we're not. And I think that the fact that we're not a lot harsher around this is allowing people to just basically be crazy and violent and excessive and everything like that. And that video was very recent, by the way. Yeah,
because nobody's doing it.
Stop saying nothing happened. It's having reverberations within a culture.
You're saying that something is happening that's not happening.
So I'm gonna pull you up. What do you? I mean, do you think it's again saying Columbine kids did nothing? Well, they didn't. I mean, they didn't change anything. Like, yeah, now we have. So you're right. Luigi did do something. Let me be more specific. Luigi did not accomplish his goal. Luigi did not move people towards that goal.
You don't know it was
and
Luigi.
Fundamental fantasy that
you don't know that.
Is that they think that all these super rich and, by their own admission and accusation, sociopathic, evil, psychotic demons that are running these corporations are just going to decide, well, I guess they're going to kill us now, so that the jig's up, right? We're not going to play this game anymore. We're going to stop doing it. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to implement a new Patriot Act. There's going to be a higher surveillance state. There's going to be more controls over speech. It's just normalizing it more and more. See, by fact, New York Times is interviewing Hassan about it. Yeah, sure.
Okay, you're fear-mongering. You're fear-mongering. Oh, if... like, look, Asmund, at the end of the day, with this issue, we do agree. Okay, we agree that, guess what? Murder is wrong. Wow. Well, yeah, we do agree about that. But you are fear-mongering here. And that's not good. Okay, that's not a good thing. Okay, oh, they're gonna kill us. They're gonna funnel us into the slaughterhouse. Like, no, man. That's not gonna happen. It just isn't. Not because of that, but because of something else. Okay, and the word of the day is false flag operation. Okay, that's how they pass shit like that. Because the public needs to consent to it. That's it.
This is the problem, though, right? Is that what is the conclusion of that normalization? What do you think the conclusion of that normalization is? The normalization of political violence and accepting that. What do you think happens when you do that?
Let me put it to you like this, Asmund. When the elites feel like they're under attack, they strengthen private militias, private armies, okay? They employ contractors, right? Military contractors. When the public is scared, the elite does what you were just talking about. Stuff like the Patriot Act. Okay? They take advantage of the public's fear. Okay? They don't do the same things when they're afraid. It's just like, welcome to reality. Wow.
It happens more and more. Well, right. And what happens when it happens more and more? Like, yeah, duh. Like, so then what happens after that? Like, that's, like, I get it. I understand what you're saying. But, like, let's think beyond that. The corporos respond accordingly. You're using ambiguity. Why are you using ambiguity? Be more specific. I'd like you to be more specific about it.
This is boring. Whenever he talks to a chatter, it's so fucking boring, man. Like, damn. What are you doing? I meant corporos won't be hurt like you said with United Healthcare. Okay, yeah, they're just agreeing with you. Yeah, no. This murder definitely did strike fear into some rich people. Okay, it did.
This is what I think
undeniable.
this is what I think.
But you see what Zach is doing here. He's saying like, oh, nothing changed except security increased. But then right after that, he starts with the fear mongering. He's like, oh, they're gonna do the Patriot Act again, brother. They are.
I think that the more violence and political violence that's accepted, the more you'll have people that will rationalize and justify more security, more surveillance, less freedom, and more control. I do think that a lot of the people that run these corporations are...
No, the way that they do that is with fear of outsiders. Okay, the evil within, or the fear of outsiders attacking us. Do you understand? That's how they do it.
Sociopathic, psychopathic people. I think that they are. And I think that's exactly the reason why you shouldn't do it. Because there's not going to be a world where those people just decide to lay down and be good boys now. Like, they're not going to do that. They're going to back-channel with people in the government. They're going to use different tools that they have to manipulate public sentiment. They're going to shift the way that people see things. I think that you vastly and tremendously underestimate how brutal, how severe, and how effective these people are. You would be shocked. And the idea that... Like,
yeah, man. We're only alive because of their good graces, right? Right? Isn't that the vibe? Isn't that it?
You're thinking inside of the grounds of morality.
Yeah, they could kill us all if they wanted to. Yeah, man.
There is no solution to the human condition that the top 1% of people are so vastly, like, more resourceful, intelligent, stronger, more, better at planning, better at resource allocation. Those small groups of people will always amass a disproportionate amount of wealth and power because that's the way that people are. That's it. And so, yeah, they're ruthless and brutal on a level that you can't even...
This is an appeal to nature. That's it. I don't really have much more. Oh yeah, rich people, they got... I mean, it's also like a meritocracy argument. Yeah, oh, rich people, they got what they got because they smart. They smart. They got they're more resourceful. They got all the intelligence.
Comprehend. Like you
yeah, man.
You can't even predict what a person like...
Yeah, go ahead. Try to convince Americans how smart Elon Musk is. Go ahead. Go ahead. Try to convince Americans how smart Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg are. Go ahead and do that, Asmon.
Because, again, like, it's outside of the scope of what a normal person can even imagine. So tell them about isolated equate. Yeah, exactly. People have far too much power. They're too far gone. Well, what I'm saying is just like in a general sense, right? And it still has to be allowed. No need for collusion when self-interest converge. Yes, George Carlin. I agree with you about that, definitely. And overall, like, it's worth $1 million. That's a lot of money, right? Exactly. And yeah, my point is with all this is that
he lives in a house.
They made you mad is a very bad way to do things. And if you do things and you base things off of that, you will eventually have those people shoot you. That's just what's going to happen. You should never allow that to go down or any sort of behavior to normalize this at all. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. So that's what my point is. Revolution always leads to a much worse situation. Well, they're just going to crack down on it more. You're not seriously suggesting that being rich means you're better? I think on average, that's exactly what I'm suggesting. I think that they are astronomically a lot smarter, more driven, more resourceful, and more motivated than the average person. And it's not by a 2x multiplier, it's like a 50x multiplier. Yeah. Are you suggesting that there's no correlation between IQ and wealth? Are you suggesting that there's probably no correlation between education and wealth? Or cognitive ability? Do you really think that?
Huh? No, there's certainly a correlation between education and wealth. Yeah, of course. Of course, it's just that education doesn't really mean you're smarter. It means you're more educated. And this is actually something that I talk about all the time. Because I consider myself a highly educated person. And I don't mean that in like an elitist way. I honestly don't. Okay, for real. In fact, I mean it the opposite. The opposite way. Because I'm a dumbass. Okay, I am genuinely a stupid person. But I am highly educated. Okay, and I'm telling you, highly educated people, they are not more deserving than you are. Average American, they are not, they do not deserve more. Okay, but they get it. They get it, and you want to know why? It's because they were born in the right place at the right time, for the most part. Are there people that get scholarships, that work their ass off? Yes. But that is not the majority. Most educated people, they are not hard workers. Straight up. They went to school because their mommy and daddy paid for it. Because they're educated. Because their mommy and daddy paid for them. Or something else. Okay? But that's how it is. So, wake up, America. Wake the fuck up.
I mean, do you really think this? Like, and I know there are exceptions to the rule. Some people get born rich. Do you think I'm talking about this? Do you think I'm like? I thought we're having a conversation. Like, and
American, I'm not saying anything new. Okay, Americans are waking up to this. It's just like I'm watching Asmongold right now. That's what's going on, bro. Dude, Asmon is so fucking stupid,
so why are you
man.
bringing up this like weird exception that's clearly not part of the conversation? Like, why are you even talking about it? This is an exponential. The more money you have, the more money you make. Yeah, I know that. It's clear dancing. Yeah, what is this here? Manage to escape in good time. Do I have to deal with it? I'm just gonna find this guy. I don't want to. I think.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't care. Get timed out. Yo, play that again. Let's play that again. Let's look at that again. Can you come up with something? Can you engage with my argument? Can you engage with my argument?
Why are you even talking about this? This is an exponential. The more money you have, the more money you make. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I know that. I knew that already. Yeah, that doesn't undermine my argument at all. Yeah.
Manage to escape in good time. Do I have to deal with it? I'm just.
Yeah. I'm banned.
I think it's not a clear tendency. It's not a clear tendency. If you look at IQ and wealth, there's a strong.
Dude, he's such a like that person wasn't even particularly articulate, but like even under just a little bit of scrutiny, Asmongold just folds. He just folds instantly. He's like, well, you're timed out. I'm frustrated, so you're timed out. Okay, that's it. That's where the video ends. Yeah. Well, don't worry, Asmon. I'm sure nobody watched that far anyway. You're probably good.